Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Play action. It's gone. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This duo locked in 14 yards there and a first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has. But really, it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Throwing is McCarthy. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Across midfield. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 26. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Gibbs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gibbs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions have taken the lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Lions 14, Vikings 7.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now McCarthy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Here's McCarthy. It's complete to Diggs. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Vikings at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To the air with McCarthy. Flushed out right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Addison will go in motion left. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 3rd and 3. Williams, a man in motion right. Now Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To throw is Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Goff. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Goff throwing again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone as hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Goff. He's into space past the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now it's gone. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Vikings 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. After the interception, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Hamler, 48 yards. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He's got this to Williams, complete. Now inside the 25. Jamison Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 85 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. There's Chris Olave. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 46-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now another one thrown incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Second down and 6 now. Off play action. Here's Goff. And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
He's airing it out for Williams. And in for the Lions, touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right? Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing is McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And escapes the sack. And he'll go down, but not on before getting this inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now McCarthy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Goff now to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Lions 42, Vikings 32. Jack Potts to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Hamler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this belongs to the Vikings. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Goff going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he fends him off. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give right side for Gibbs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time. A little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end,